Half 2 is Bow Ranger, Peter Scudamore. 3, Contradeal, Kevin Mooney. 4, Desert Orchid, Simon Sherwood. And 5, Kildimo, ridden by Graham Bradley.
Bow Ranger 11-4, Desert Orchid 3-1, Contradeal 13-2, and Weather the Storm 8-1, which, remember, opened at 12. It is now 8-1.
Right today. He's a lovely, intelligent horse, a terrific favourite in the stable, but it's just a mental thing that when he's not quite right at a fence, he goes to the right. Very rare. Most horses tend to go to the left, having been broken and lunged on the near side. But Desi's different, and this was transparently obvious in the Queen Elizabeth 2-mile championship.
Actually, and his last Mary Horsburgh gets 100 quid in her pocket for her efforts, so good luck to her. Doesn't he look well with the tail tied up there? Now, the things about this horse is that he loves the ground, and he seems to love Liverpool as well. He's 5-2 from 11-4 at the moment. Peter Scudamore, the champion jockey, looking for that ton of winners for the season, and it won't be very far away. This horse, fresh from his Gold Cup third, Martin Pipe told me that he didn't even know he'd had a race there, so must put in a big run today. So the race for this, it's 3 miles and 1 furlong, so that extra furlong may just be the furlong that really does do the damage to change the race around. Now, nearest to us is Kildimo. This one, of course, as you've just seen, has beaten Desert Orchid at Wincanton. Graham Bradley was brilliant on that occasion. He tracked Desi for most of the way and then pounced on him going to the last. Lovely horse this, and very, very capable of going to the top, but he has let it, I think. Kildimo just going in there, and it'll be interesting to see how Graham rides him, but they're going to line up. Let's join Peter.
18 fences to be jumped, just the 4 runners now. Contradeal and Desert Orchid. Desert Orchid leading Contradeal, then Kildimo and Weather the Storm as they come to the first of the 18. Desert Orchid lands clear of Contradeal, Weather the Storm and Kildimo. Desert Orchid never yet won on a left-hand course, bidding to do so for the first time today to win his 20th race. That's clear of Contradeal and Kildimo and Weather the Storm. And now the 1 Grand National obstacle in the race. The Water, number 3 this time, number 16 in the National, and Desert Orchid comes to it well clear of Contradeal, Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Desert Orchid by about 10 lengths now from Contradeal, Kildimo, and then Weather the Storm. And a very disappointed Peter Scudamore leading Bow Ranger back after the horse had been withdrawn through spreading a plate. And Desert Orchid, ears pricked. Simon Sherwood comes to the 4th from Contradeal, Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Desert Orchid clear of Contradeal, Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Another plain one before the first of the ditches. Desert Orchid from Contradeal, Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Just a fraction of hesitation there on part of the grey before he took that, but he's still clear. We see him towards the left of the picture, Contradeal towards the right. Behind Desert Orchid is Kildimo, and then Weather the Storm, the back marker. And now making their way towards the home turn on the first circuit. Desert Orchid from Contradeal and Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Simon Sherwood on the 49 mark rides Borderberg in the National, being followed by Kevin Mooney on Contradeal, then Graham Bradley as they jump to 7th on Kildimo, and finally Tom Taff, who rides Mona Nor in the National on the Irish challenger Mona Nor. Desert Orchid from Contradeal, Kildimo, and getting closer to them Weather the Storm. That was a ditch. Number 9, Desert Orchid from Contradeal and Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Desert Orchid. He's made it all so far. Once again, not showing great freedom at that fence, but negotiating it all right. Contradeal and Kildimo come next, and then Weather the Storm, and now the Water, of course, for the last time. Number 11 of the 18 fences, Desert Orchid, jumps clear of Contradeal and Kildimo and Weather the Storm. Now, a complete circuit in this Chivers Regal Cup chase. Seven left to jump. Desert Orchid, winner of 19 of his 46 races, bidding to win left-handed for the first time in his career. Followed by Contradeal and Kildimo, and then Weather the Storm as he comes to the next. Jumps that beautifully. Kildimo and Contradeal stride for stride, and then Weather the Storm. Another plain one, and then they come to the penultimate ditch. 6 out, Desert Orchid. From Kildimo, Contradeal, and Weather the Storm. Desert Orchid. 5 from home, clear of Kildimo. Weather the Storm makes a mistake there, goes through it. Contradeal didn't jump it too well either. Desert Orchid with a 10-length advantage, at least, over Kildimo, trying to get on terms. Weather the Storm has gone third, Contradeal 4. So racing now towards the fourth last in this Chivers Regal Cup chase. And the grey, Desert Orchid and Simon Sherwood with a good 8 lengths advantage over Kildimo. Jumps that beautifully. Kildimo second. Weather the Storm getting closer in third. This is the final ditch now. 3 from home. Desert Orchid being pursued by Kildimo and Weather the Storm at the final ditch. Desert Orchid by about 5 lengths from Kildimo. Weather the Storm in third. Coming down to the second last now. Desert Orchid from Kildimo and Weather the Storm. At the second last, Desert Orchid lands about 5 lengths clear of Kildimo, then Weather the Storm. Racing to the final fence now. Simon Sherwood looks over his right shoulder, sees that Kildimo is the danger as he comes down to the final fence. Desert Orchid lands in the lead about 4 to 5 lengths clear of Kildimo, and he's getting a tremendous reception from the crowd. This immensely popular grey. He's going to win left-handed for the first time in his life. He's going to win his 20th race too. Desert Orchid strides up to the line to tremendous applause from the Aintree crowd here. He's won the Chivers Regal Stakes, and second Kildimo, and third was Weather the Storm, and a long way back fourth will be Contradeal with, let me just remind you, Bow Ranger, a non-runner, having been withdrawn without coming under starter's orders, and the result, first number 4, Desert Orchid, owned by Mr. Al Burridge, trained by David Ellsworth, number 45 of the season for him, and ridden by Simon Sherwood, his 50th winner. Second, number 5, Kildimo, owned by Lady Harris, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Graham Bradley. And third, number 1, Weather the Storm, owned by Mr. Frank Conroy, trained by Arthur Moore in Ireland and ridden by Tom Taff. Fourth was number 3, Contradeal. So what a marvellous performance by this immensely popular grey, by Grey Mirage out of Flower Child. We've got a 20 to 1 quote for the 1989 Gold Cup from Corals, and a 12 to 1 quote for the Whitbread Gold Cup from City Index.
Yes, as expected, Desert Orchid made the running, and Simon Sherwood had dropped his hands on the horse's withers all the way around and had him very relaxed, and he jumped straight most of the way. Kildimo's in trouble here, although he's chasing Weather the Storm, the next one in contention. But you can see Des just got slightly close to that one, but he's got a nice advantage, and he hadn't been caught hold of, whereas the two behind are under strong driving. But Desert Orchid here and Simon Sherwood, he's just nursing him home from here. He'd been a bit sloppy early on in the race, but now when it warmed up and when it mattered, he got a good jump out of him there, and that sealed it. For Graham Bradley, who'd been chasing hard for a little way on Kildimo, the riding was well on the wall, and Weather the Storm, who stayed on and got this trip nicely, I thought, sure to win plenty more races. But what a popular win here, and the prize money brings Desert Orchid's total prize money to almost £200,000. win and place. What a popular horse this is, and to have laid that bogey of never having won left-handed, that would be a joy to his owners, the Burridges, and also to trainer David Ellsworth.
Yes, what a marvellous start to the meeting for David Ellsworth, to be represented in the big one on Saturday by Rhyme and Reason. 8-length, officially an 8-length winner, with 12 lengths separating second and third in this Chivas Regal Cup chase. 20th triumph in his 47th race. Desert Orchid by Grey Mirage out of Flower Child. It was by Brother. Well, Colin Brown will be watching this with mixed feelings, I'm sure, giving him a cheer, but bound to be reflecting whether he should have retired so quickly. He's been his regular partner, of course, on so many occasions. But Simon Sherwood, a marvellous deputy for him, not the first time he's won him. Won that sparkling race on Kempton. And gets on with him tremendously. Does Hoover. Just having a little look at the crowd before he goes into that hallowed winner's circle here at Aintree. Getting a lead from the police horse.
For Desert Orchid, 3-1. Second, number 5, Killed Dymo, 2-1 favourite.